Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing, this is part 7 of Spectating series. So the concept of this video series is from start to finish, we're going to see the round all the way through. If we get eliminated at the start, I'm going to watch the round till the very end so you can see the flow of the lobbies. The current rank distribution is very interesting because around 8% of the whole player base is actually currently in Platinum 4. And at the higher ranks, even Diamond 1, I believe, is 0.01%. It is a very, very low percentage of people who are Diamond, very low percentage of Masters at 0.2, and Predator, I believe, is actually 0.1% of the overall player base. So we're looking at the lobbies getting a lot more difficult, but also we're noticing as well that the rank distribution is finally evening out quite a bit. I like to keep this very raw, and I'm going to have very minimal cuts unless gameplay happens to go to a crawl. I pass it to my teammates, we'll see what they do. I'll do my best to communicate with them. I play Watson. Listen, if your Watson pushes faster and harder than you do on a fight, then you know that your entry fragger is doing something terribly wrong. So I'm going to pass it to my teammate. We're going to see where they drop. It has been raining, so if there's thunder that happens in the background, I do apologize for that. I'm very excited. This actually is happening again towards the end of the season now. I don't do these. I kind of do them periodically. I almost want to say during every split I do one. They're like 3 episodes. And the reason why I do 3 episodes, we see how it is at the start, we see how it is in the middle, and we see how it is to the end. Now, what I've been seeing, let's take a look. Everyone is landing safer at the moment. Notice how a lot of people aren't even landing fragment at the moment as well. And that's because everyone cares about their RP. Everyone is really grinding. And if you guys aren't aware, I actually have been finally grinding rank myself because I've been finding a little bit more time, luckily. So it looks like we do have a team with us, potentially 1 or 2. We're going to loot the left side together. The entry fragger might do best by looting the centerpiece, just kind of spread out the loot. This is an example. Right now, we have an anchor. We have our Pathfinder who's taking off angles. Looks like they're hard contesting. This is just going to be what it is, so we grab our loot. I'm going to let that guy grab that so we can fight together so he doesn't get mad at me, and we're going to go push. Right now, this is a 2v1 or 2v2 going into this, and so we should shove this as fast as possible. If I can climb, I can't climb for some reason, and here we are. So I'm going to put a fence up, hold this angle right here, check this other angle down below, put a fence forward. I'm going to wide swing out on this person, waiting for one. They're outside of the building. If you push, I'm going to push with them. I'm going to let my buddy go by himself. Knock one, very nice. We got to be pretty quick on this. There's 2. I'm going to res our teammate. I'm going to bait it. They should be calming that they're coming. It's like, res him, he's resing. There it is. Shoot. Got hit in the back, so I'm going to reset. I'm going to go for the armor swap here. Swap really quick. Have an R99, perfect. I'm going to use a syringe. We got to be fast because there's the other team across the way. These guys pretty much 50-50'd us. I'm going to watch for 2 seconds. I'm going to put a fence forward just in case they decide to push. We're going to hold here. There they are. They're in the far back. Let's just grief this. We honestly should rotate out. The other team is pushing in. We should not get greedy on this. I'm hoping the team... Let's try to rotate out, guys. Let's not get greedy on this. The other guy in the far back isn't going to do anything. He's just going to make it hard for us, and the other team definitely has more heals and more resources. It's not worth it. So we're going to rotate now. Notice how I already left. Please, please rotate, guys. This isn't worth it. Okay, I guess they don't care. They're going to stay. All right, well, if they're staying, I'll stay too. But it's their funeral. Listen, this is... We could win, but our resources are a little low. All right, I'll stay. Let's come back. Unless you guys want to run. We should have ran already. Fence this up right here. Move forward. Okay, my teammates just left me. They just totally left me. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Oh no, they just left me. That is so unfortunate. I am so dead. Well, I don't think they're coming back for me, guys. They completely abandoned me. That's unfortunate. Actually, we could have gotten that if we all stayed together. I should have paid more attention. I will take ownership and say I should have paid more attention if they were backing out. And that is the mistake. I did call it that we should have left because we're getting greedy on the last guy. This person is just going to get eliminated and we'll watch to the very end. So things I could have done there, I honestly just should have left the teammates, maybe incentivize them. I did stay, I did do some damage. If I was paying attention to what my teammates are doing, I could have rotated out sooner. But now we're just going to watch the rest of the lobby and how it plays out. So what I was going to say earlier, and I do talk a lot in the series. I apologize if anybody... I've been seeing comments like, you talk so much. I'm like, that's the whole point of the series. It's supposed to be full of tips, supposed to be full of advice. It doesn't matter if the lobbies go well or if they don't go well, you know? So I just try to put out my thought process, what you're seeing out there, and it just kind of stays the way it is what it is. And see how the damage distribution was pretty decent, not too bad. It's pretty solid. And realistically, the biggest mistake we made was just not playing together. And if you see your Watson is kind of in there, you kind of need to cover for the Watson. And you know, it as we say in the series, it is what it is. There's nothing to be upset about. Sometimes you have rounds where you clutch out and get a lot of stuff in. This team right now is taking a lot of time to loot. Realistically, this is going to pull towards countdown side. They have a scan legend, so they need to go epicenter so they can scan that out. I personally have also had a lot of fantastic rounds, even in Platinum, where I've gotten like 15 eliminations. Sometimes you have good rounds, sometimes you have bad rounds. There's no reason to get upset with your teammates. I call this, if you're playing solo queue, it feels like you're speed dating. It really does. I'm trying to feel out if this team wants to play aggressive, if they don't want to play aggressive, and it's really hard to tell. Like if you're on a date with somebody the first time, what if they don't like you talking about food? What if they don't like you talking about movies? What if they like you're literally gauging their interest on a whim? I've never speed dated, but I'm gonna be honest, that's pretty. Why are they taking? What is that distance? That is crazy. Sorry, that definitely distracted me. There's a few problems with taking shots at that distance. I don't mean to laugh. I apologize. Is if you're taking shots, now the teams know that you're in the area. If you don't have a sight and you're shooting at that distance, whether they're rezzing or not, there's almost no reason, absolutely no reason, to take any sort of shots whatsoever. It really doesn't make a whole lot of sense to do so. So, this team is taking quite a bit of time to loot. I know they thirded, and even when their third party was a little bit long. If I was playing Diamond, which is why I said we needed to run and rotate, and I said, okay, fine, I'm coming back in, I'm holding with you guys, and then I see them run. That time, those seconds are very precious, right? That can be the difference between life or death. You can traverse quite a bit of an area for 5 to 10 seconds. I mean, look at the map right here. Let's look at somebody, how far they get. Ready? So 5 seconds. Look how far they're going. So they went from here to this point right here. And they even stopped and started moving around and looting. But for 5 seconds, they were able to traverse from here to here. So if we multiply this, let's say by 2, that means they're able to get to here, and then if we multiply it by 3, you're able to get all the way here. That is a lot that you can traverse in 15 seconds. So keep that in mind as you're playing this, that every second really matters, and how much of a difference it makes. You know what's crazy? I think this is the first spectating series, by the way, where we get to spectate right away. I'm kind of happy about that. I get to kind of enjoy this, you know? It's kind of nice. So a lot of teams, you also got to feel out the lobby, too. Ask yourself, is the lobby getting eliminated quick, or are they getting eliminated slow? At this point, because this team has KP, realistically, they can just slow it down and play patiently. So that's why they're looting. But if you're in the higher tier lobbies, remember, if you're rotating in late, and there's a lot of teams, you're going to get gated. So, but luckily, because there's only 10 squads remaining in this, they don't have to worry about too much of the rotation, because realistically, there's only so much space that 10 teams can occupy. This is another gentle reminder. Don't forget to drink water. I had already been ranking for about 3 hours. I went from Diamond 2 to almost Diamond 1 in one night. And I can't tell you how much I forget to still drink water during the session. So bottoms up, take a sip. I'm taking my big sip right now. All right. Because every round lasts around 25 minutes. And believe it or not, if you play 2 rounds all the way to the very end, you're looking at 50 minutes without drinking any water. And that can actually impact your aim. It can make if you're holding controller, think of water as lubricant, essentially. Keep yourself loose, keep your levels, you know, hydration just helps a lot. So this team is rotating extremely late. It's definitely going to go countdown. Okay, this is another problem. Never take shots right in the open. Notice how this Valkyrie is sitting right out in the open and not utilizing cover effectively. If she gets shot right now by 2 teams, or 2 people, if they land their shots, she's gone. She's eliminated. She's lucky that person missed their shots, but she was literally right in the open field. So use your geometry. Notice how the wide peak right here, she's not exactly hovering next to the wall there on the right. So if I put my cursor over here, she's standing very much out in the open. So if you get eliminated, and this is plat, by the way, this is platinum. So I had a comment, and I'm gonna make a video with that somebody commented, said, plat players know how to position. I know it seems like I'm being harsh and very critical, but this is the whole point of the series. This person is not utilizing cover to cover and not minimizing their hitbox. They're standing very much out in the open. If there was a team on the right now about to shoot him, they would absolutely get obliterated. Now this team is keeping their hitbox small, but for some reason they decided to push inside. Now, The seer ult definitely helps in terms of getting information, but if your team, see how this, I'm gonna pick on this Valkyrie quite a bit here. Even batting right there, if that person landed the shot, they would have hit them right there. Positioning is so important when it comes to rank, and this is Platinum that we're looking at. You see how they're getting shot here and how poor this positioning really is? If you're going to push, you have to push aggressively, okay? If you're going to push more or less an open area. They could have mopped up that team and really secured it and then been in the side of the cafe. But now they're kind of stuck at this angle. This is better position. Notice how the Valkyrie is better at holding it. But instead, you're having to mitigate this damage. So right now, because the zone closes in about 1:15, they need to rotate. They need to leave. Remember where it's pulling. Remember I said it was around countdown side? If they go all the way across here, and there's a team right there, they're screwed. They're going to lose. There's already a team over here. What they need to do is Valkyrie ult. Right now, if they were to go over here and all reconvene, Valkyrie ult and leave the area. And if they're not, they need to shove a team immediately and not stand out in the open. Oh my god, I'm getting driven crazy, and I'm sorry. I don't mean to don't mean to be mean, but the positioning is just driving me a little nuts. And we all make mistakes, okay? Listen, we all make mistakes. And it's okay, as long as you're watching and you're learning, that's the positive. And always be learning, always learn from your past mistakes. I mean, even my mistake earlier, I should have, there we go, there's the Valkyrie ult. It happened, I think 30 seconds too late. I would honestly say a minute. Here they go, now they're gonna go. The two teams are gonna be right behind them. But because the zone is gonna be closing, there could be a team that's going to gate them here, and what happens is that they could get sandwiched. So realistically, as they move in, if there's not a team here, they can secure this, but they'll need to rotate over to the left. And notice how they're fighting over there. That's information. So you got to really pay attention as you're moving in, like, and survey the land. You really have to watch and pay attention to what's in front of you. Another thing when you see this, try to not trade out resources out in the open because you get sniped. Now, if you're going to use an Octane jump pad because it is extremely loud, it can be utilized, yes, to catch up and close the distance, but they could have saved that time. Remember how much distance you could have closed within 15 seconds of running? This jump pad, what if they got a crack? They need to use a jump pad to make a push in. So if you're talking about when to use your Octane jump pad, when you get a crack or when you need to run. Let's say they got shot right now. They do not have the utility for the jump pad to get out. So those are the tips. I get that asked a lot during stream. And that's really, really important because now the Octane doesn't have the ultimate ability. And that can be very, very troublesome. They're very lucky right now. The fact that they are able to just craft for free right here. The Valkyrie put the armor in there. But luckily, oh my gosh, there they go, you see? And for some reason, the Bloodhound, even though the Seer Q went out, did not check behind them. He was watching in front. So the Bloodhound should be popping their ult. Pop their ult and fight right now. This is no other moment to pop your ultimate besides now. Should be popping the ultimate. He's going to pop the ultimate right now. I don't know if it's he or she. Let's just go with they because the Bloodhound is they. They should be popping their ultimate right now. The Bloodhound should be popping their ultimate right now. I don't think they're going to do it. It's okay. If you have the question of when do you pop your ultimate as Bloodhound, when you're in a fight. If you go down like right now, you don't use your Bloodhound ultimate, then what were you saving the Bloodhound ultimate for? You need to keep popping scans to put pressure against your opponents, and that counter pressure with the Bloodhound scans is very, very effective. And now they're just kind of ratting and holding. They got a Seer Q. They're eliminated. This is it. This is done. GG's. The Valkyrie's going up on her own. They're going to blast her out of the sky. There's a few things that went wrong here. Specifically, they really should have been watching their angles. The Bloodhound should have popped the ult, got scans, isolated an opponent, and pushed. And the Octane, if they had their jump pad, like I said, could have used the jump pad to rotate out and find a different angle. So a lot happened here. That is not just one person. That is a full squad mistake. Same as like earlier, even though if I backed up and ran away, that's a full squad mistake that we're all making the mistake together. Your goal is to not get knocked and not take any unnecessary damage. If you take unnecessary damage, then you run into a lot of problems. This tactic that you're seeing here is called ratting. Ratting is a really good tactic because you want to get top 5. They have 4 KP. If they get top 5, this Octane, ladies and gentlemen, is going to go up at least, let's say 60 to 100 points, give or take. We'll see what the multiplier. I know in Diamond it would probably be about plus 40 or plus 50. Platinum, I assume, is maybe 60 or 70. Let's see. Now, this is a good rotation idea to go all the way around. I don't see that as a negative because he knows the teams are in front of him. So it's definitely a good rat spot to kind of hold. Got out of dodge, which is what an Octane or a Pathfinder, anybody should do to get away. So comment down below what you see from the first encounter, even stuff that I could have done better, because listen, I'm not infallible. I make a lot of mistakes too. And I did use my mic in game, because I know last comment said I should be using my mic in game. I also don't have the mic on for the video because it will disrupt the whole flow if I hear them back, but I can generally get a pretty good read. I will take the blame again that I made the mistake of not noticing my team was backing up. And once I went down, the fight's over, realistically. The fight is 100% over unless you trade pretty strong damage. The Octane should use the rock on the left, by the way, and not stand out in the open so much right here. If you're going to rat, you have to kind of full commit to the ratting and just wait. I call this getting greedy with positioning because the seer meta, big tip for rats, because seer is available, remember the distance. See, there we go. That's kind of, oh my gosh. You could have gotten top 5. You could have gotten top 5. Now it's too late. You're going to use your jump pad, and they're going to be so excited to push you because they said it's free KP. There's no way they don't push you. There's no way. And this zone 3, if you go all the way around, it's going to be zone 4. You might just die to zone. Yeah, if you just stayed behind the rock, I think things would have been fine. Don't get greedy with positioning, especially in the Seer meta right now. Next season, if Seer gets nerfed or Scan Legends get nerfed, you got nothing to worry about. If I was that team over there, I probably would push because there's not a whole lot of teams up. I'm actually surprised they're letting this Octane have this for free. I'm really surprised. I cannot believe that. What? What? What are plat lobbies right now? What is this? You let the Octane go for free? Wow, this guy's really lucky. Honestly, guys, you guys gotta comment down below. That's crazy. I'm shook. This is the way they should have been playing before. So realistically in zone, you got to think about where your next rat rotation is going to be. This spot is really, really nice because you hide behind the rock. He's going to have to look out in the open for just a little bit, but it's not going to be that bad. It's not going to be that bad. I don't know what they're doing. Do rats do this? Comment down below if you've ever done this before. I'm going to get dizzy. I might have to just jump cut. What? What is going on? Okay, I'm going to have to jump cut. I don't know what this Octane is doing. I'm going to jump cut. I want to let you guys know that this Octane spun all the way to the spot. I kid you not. Has any... If they do it again, I swear. No, please don't do it again. What are you doing? What is happening? How did they have this for free still? The Octane was spinning in a circle out in the open. This goes sometimes ranked, ladies and gentlemen, I have to say, sometimes the Battle Royale, the RNG happens, and that's, look, see, plus 55 because he's top 5. Okay, so it's plus 55. I think Diamond is plus 40. Sometimes a Battle Royale, a lot of randomness can just come into play. Sometimes the things that you would expect from a high tier player or low tier player just happen to work and just happens that way. It's why I tell you never to get really mad or upset because you never know how things are going to go. And if you're playing with randoms, the randomness continues to increase and get that much more difficult to kind of gauge. So you never know how the difficulty of the lobby. You may have Octanes that are ratting, spinning out in the open, things that I've never personally seen before in my whole entire life. And you may have them do really weird decisions, and sometimes they'll push you and sometimes they won't. So if you ever get upset at the game, be confident in your skill level and what you're doing, and realize there are things that are variables that can be out of your control. So what realistically looking at here, there is a team that put a heat shield. There's one Trials, probably one up top here, maybe two, one up top, one down below, and one here. We have the rat here, and everyone's going to converge all at once. This Octane is going to be very, very lucky if they get top 3 or 4. But, you know, trust me, I've seen crazier things, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes just the way the cookie crumbles. Look at that. The team on height, realistically, if this is a diamond lobby, I just want to point out why this ratting doesn't work. They should be gone from the lobby. There's no way. I can't believe this is working. They don't know that's out of bounds. They can keep climbing. That's why I was commenting that because you can climb one more and like end up over here. Know the map. That's another big tip. Know the map and know where to go. Even like the weird nooks and crannies of where they're at. See how you're in right here? This is where I was saying he should have been before, but this is out of bounds. No shot. What? Oh, it knows more than me. Listen, I'm not. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's out. You're going to die. You're going to die. Say hi to Fusey. That's crazy. Oh my god. No way this Fuse loses this. This Fuse is throwing! Oh my gosh. Good quick swap. By the way, that's something good. The Octane really did well there. I'm not gonna lie with a quick swap. The Fuse, by the way, was throwing their game. Comment down below if you're what? Top 2? This guy just got 147 KP. Another tip, never give up. Never give up, because you could be like this Octane. You see what happened with this Octane? Everyone who's watching this video, never give up. Never, ever, 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 ever give up, because you never know how your rounds are going to end. And ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Second place. That guy got second place. Do not leave. Dude, I think I got KP because I was watching. Wait, no, I wasn't. I feel like I got KP. That is how like hyped I am for this Octane. I feel like I won. Because the teammates that are watching, if they left, oh my gosh, I'm just, ooh, man, that's crazy. That's insane. I'm so happy for that Octane. Like, you have no idea. Like, he got so much, like, he got second place that I felt like I went up KP. That's, oh my gosh. Imagine the teammates rooting for him, too. Like, that's why you don't leave. Like, if my teammate was riding to the very end there, I wouldn't leave. I'd be watching and spectating to the very end, because you never know. Even if they're absolute trolls spinning out in the open, it might be triggering, it might upset you, but you never know. And you mitigate a lot of points, and that team just went up a substantial amount. So kudos to that. Be proud of that. Be happy about that. So we're going to go into another round here. This is going to be round 2. I always feel like I learned so much doing this series too, like even as I'm reviewing stuff, because you can have the perfect thesis and theories about how rounds go, but sometimes doing the play that you think doesn't work can sometimes work. Sometimes. But always trying to go for the right play. If you know that, like, let's use this compared to chess. I know last time somebody like ripped into my chess comparison. I think these two are playing together. That's awesome. Let's see if we have a big game. If we have a big game, that'll be sick. We're not gonna have a Valkyrie, so that's we didn't have a Valkyrie last round. You don't necessarily need to have Valkyrie to win, just FYI. That Octane got second place. Granted, they have a Valkyrie, but it's not like he needed a Valkyrie to get second place, right? Just needed a little bit of luck. I forgot my point I was gonna make earlier. That's why I like to record this raw. I feel like I can give so many tips, and that's the whole point of the series. Leave a like if you're enjoying what you see. Drink some water. I'm gonna drink water. These are great. I appreciate all of you guys for watching. These are a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm the jump master. I am honored.
I just finished my sip of water. I don't do too many of these because I don't want them to overstay their welcome and the lobbies all start to kind of. Because notice that was still top 5. They get, oh wow, we're 2 teams going climatizer. I'm perfectly fine with that. Be quick on your loot. I think some things that really stuck out to me was the wide swinging out. Oh, my point. It was about chess. Sorry, let's circle back to the chess comment. If you know everyone's going to play really smart in terms of how they're going to play it through the perfect strategy, sometimes throwing off your opponent by egoing and doing something that might be a little unorthodox might get them to make a mistake. And that's your goal, is to make your opponent make a mistake. If you're inherently making mistakes, I'm landing center, so I'm not looting with them, by the way. But be incredibly efficient, incredibly fast. So I got my ranged weapon, there's my poke, now I just need a sidearm. I would prefer an R99 or a R301. Let's see which one I get first. I'm going to be very quick. I know where the loot is. I'm going to drop down on the second floor. There's the R99. I'm going to grab that. Boom. I'm pretty much ready to fight at this point. That's how fast you should realistically be. So if my teammates were in a jam and a pickle, then I would be ready to fight with them. But that's pretty much how fast you need to be in playing with them. I'm going to drop that. Oh my god, I should probably go for the triple take. Ooh. Nah, I'm not going to hesitate. I'm going to stick with a sentinel. I just need a 6x with it. I just needed myself a bag, which I should get here. I'll rotate. I'm going to ping that. So look what your teammates are running. They're running sniper as well as heavy and shotgun. So if I see a purple bolt, I will ping it for them. Try to be a good teammate. Sometimes I can definitely be a better teammate in terms of what I'm doing for my team as well. Nobody's ever perfect. If you were to VOD review and look how fast and efficient you were, I would say, how come I hesitated? How come I didn't decide if I wanted to run? the sentinel or the triple take. You just be confident in your choices, and that's pretty much it. And stop picking up things that are excessive. That was probably what else I would comment as well. Ping that for them. And I'm ready. I'm ready to rotate. I'm ready to boogie. There's a shotgun bolt for that one guy. And we're good. Realistically, we can rotate. We should rotate epicenter, excuse me, I can't talk. Or survey to get into a fight. There's 20 squads still remaining. This lobby is a lot slower than the prior one. So people are playing... I hear something. You going crazy? I think I'm going crazy. I'm going to back up to my teammate though. Since they're playing together, I'm going to play very close to them. I feel like I'm hearing something. Apex audio is tripping me out, man. I should give the gold armor to the entry fragger, but I'm confident that I can do really well as a Watson. So that's probably another comment. I'm being a little selfish by doing that, but... you know, actually I should drop these here. Drop that for them. That's for them. Because I don't need to run batteries if I'm already running gold armor. I could also use a sight. These guys should be in comms together, so I need to stick with them, but they're very split out, so I'll just cover. If your teammates take a long time to loot, just start to survey the land and take a look at where people are potentially looting and make sure they don't get run up on. So I'm just going to keep surveying. Nobody's on the left, nobody's on the right. This is a great way to fill in time, by the way, especially when you're in ranked. Okay, they're moving. I'm going to move with them. I'm going to drop one of those. Take the gondola over. I'm going to run the Moby so I can respawn my teammate. And notice, listen, look, there's still 20 squads alive. Granted, some people got eliminated, but there's still 20 squads. That's pretty crazy. Probably one of the slower lobbies. One thing you can do on the gondola is yoing. Look at that movement. It's always a little fun to do. If you do the Wraith tactical with a super glide, you go flying. Look, there's a 6x. We're good. Really don't need anything out of the crafter. We're ready to rock. We're ready to rotate, ready to move. Again, I can't thank you guys enough for watching the series. I need to put in the description for all of them where you can watch all the prior episodes. I feel like every episode kind of has its own feel and theme. I think this one is focusing on hitbox, focusing on your teammates, pinging that for them. I'm really hugging the Wraith. If you're a Watson or your entry fragger's a Wraith, always hug them. Let's see what that is. Okay, I'm not going to take a shot. You can take a good shot. You're running his charge rifle. It's very nice. We could move up on this. We'll see if they want to get involved. Now, if I get a crack, I'm definitely moving up on this. I'm going to wait until I get a sure shot. See what's going on here. This is where most of the fighting is happening. It sounds like they cleaned it up pretty quick. Another team got eliminated. Our Seer's a little far behind. So I'm going to take an angle here. I'm going to peek. I'll put a gen down if I need to if things get really bad. It looks like they drop from height. We have the advantage here. So we can definitely run up on this. Looks like they're fighting over here. Taking a shot. Flush on that one. Very nice. There's a knock. Just going to secure the kill. One more hit. Please finish the kill with me so we get our RP. Oh no. We gotta move up on that really fast. We're a little late. This is where you nade inside and push in. Let's use the Maggie tactical. Realistically, we're not gonna get a better opening. That might not have hit. Let's see. Please go in. Oh my god, that's a huge nade. Please hit. No, I didn't go in. Alright, now we've kind of wasted our time with this. The Seer could oh, nice. The Seer could throw the ult. The Seer should throw their ultimate right now and we push. I wish I had my nade. Alright, so I'm going to take another angle here. I'm going to fence up. See where they're at. My teammates are here. I'm waiting for the nade. We're taking a little bit of time. I'm going to try to push in. Okay, she's pushed in, so I'm going to push in too. There's one down. Put a fence down. We'll pop one cell just to be safe. Hopefully the guy doesn't go down. Don't get too greedy. Put the gen on the stairs. Use her shield against them. Cell down. There we go, but there's another team. Oh, shoot. I thought they were on the other side. I'm gonna rest. Oh gosh. We gotta be fast. I'm gonna have to run. There's no way we live through this though. Unfortunate. Throw down your ult if you have it, Seer. And I run. We're so dead. We're so dead. We're so dead. We're so dead. There's no way we live. Put defenses behind me just to buy a little time. There's no way we live. There's no way. How did they let us get that for free? Oh, Seer, I know. Shoot. Well, I'm gonna leave him. Unfortunate. Might be able to go back for it. And put a fence at the very top up here. He didn't have very much HP, so I'm gonna do him put a fence right there. And just keep running him in the background. Let's even go for the banners. Normally, if this was ranked, I probably wouldn't really go for the banners, but I feel really guilty if I don't. They did have a Seer. How much do you think they want this? Gosh, I wish I kind of pushed through that a little faster. I was a little slow on it, to be honest. I should have held the nade and waited to throw it up top. They should be leaving. Let's move up.
The ring is far. I must begin to walk soon.
Support.
Attention, delivering replicator.
Get that banner!
I don't know if they're gonna go for this or not. That's a little tough to say. I'm gonna move it like 30 seconds and just go for it, because I also need his syringes. Alright, let's move. Listen, it's not over till it's over.
Healing my wounds. I have the banner.
Could res him here. Do you guys want to be resed here, or do you guys want me to look for something in zone? I'm kind of muted, and just so if you can type it. Can you guys type it?
Healing my wounds.
Res here. Okay, I got you. Shoot, what? Hold on. Thought I heard something on the right. I'm going crazy. I'm sorry. Resing. I'm making actually a YouTube video right now, believe it or not. So I'm just a little worried if people curse sometimes. I'll unmute. Just don't curse, please, if you don't mind. All right. There we go. All right, we're good. We're good. So yeah, I'm making a YouTube video. This will be on YouTube a little later. Tomorrow, actually.
That's pretty cool, man. I get it.
Look, nice people. You run into nice people in rank sometimes, you know? Oh, I had a Moby. Well, the res was right there. Listen, we all make mistakes, right? I'm just going to cover for them. I have syringes and stuff, so this isn't out of the question. Right now, I mean, realistically, we do need to move the zone pretty quick. But you see, look, there's good people. You know, just do your best for people, and, like, they'll treat you well. Like, I don't know what else to say. I know there can be a lot of people that are very frustrating to deal with, right? I'm going to actually opt for more syringes so I can survive this. I'll ping medkits for them. I know we knocked the team in here. This wasn't bad. I mean, honestly, we could get really good placement out of this. Let's see. Okay, that's already looted. The syringes there. I have 8. I should have 8. There we go. More syringes. All right, I've got to move to zone. All right, we'll move to zone, ladies and gentlemen. And then remember, top 5 is KP. Our teammates have been rezzed. I do not have heat shields. I probably should have grabbed those instead. That would be loot priority. Number 1. I can drop these guys extra cells if needed, or syringes. We just got to book it. It's going to be a little rough. We don't have a Valkyrie, so this might be a little difficult. Are you guys good in syringes? Because I have 8 right now.
No, I'm good. I got med kits and everything.
Okay, cool.
I'm chilling. I got 4 of that.
Okay, so this should be good. Realistically, guys, all we got to do is get top 5, and we're chilling. We're going to go up KP.
Yeah.
See, I mean, just talking to your teammates, and again, sometimes as long as I got the preface of like, hey, you know, it's YouTube, you know, like I just try to keep it clean, because there's a lot of people who watch this stuff, you know. I know that there's people who are ambitious and growing content creators who are younger or players within Apex. And I just want it to feel inviting and inclusive for all. I don't normally curse when I'm really comfortable with my friends. I tend to, but it's pretty. I gotta really know you to see that side of me, I guess. That's all my work within human resources. Yeah, this is like the lull part in the lobby. He's got a med kit. I just gotta pay attention, make sure they can make it in. Not a bad round though. Pretty much one magged. A lot of people did pretty decent. Could have been worse. We gotta hold this little spot right here. We can win this. This is not impossible to win. I know we're kind of coming out of shambles, but they got their loot.
Taking a moment to heal.
The Seer ult, again, if I review back, the Seer ult would have helped. I probably should have pushed up high much sooner. Kudos to the Wraith for getting the off angle. I should not have thrown my nade too soon. That was a big mistake on my part, but... Fighting up north, I think we just go to zone. Where's it gonna end?
Let's go that
It's
way.
gonna end out in that open field right there. That's gonna end out in the field, I guarantee it. So we just gotta pretty much find a spot nearby.
We should
Let's
move
hold
back.
height on countdown right there. Play this a little safe. Remember zone. The reason I know that, I've seen the zone pull so many times there. You tend to just realize or learn where zones pull because they're very consistent. Yeah, just move up. If there's a team here, we have to bully them off. What's that? Sorry?
You want to try heading to trials? I feel like that might be a good spot.
It's not going to pull trials though. Watch our backs.
Oh, you know where it's going to be? Okay.
You see this field? Hold on.
Let's go
It's
here.
going to pull this way.
Okay.
I'd bet money that it's not going to pull trials. So I'm going to fence this up
Okay.
right here, and we just bully the team off that's behind us. That's our free KP because they have to move towards us. They're forced to.
Shush now.
All right, so that's our free KP over there.
This.
I'm just going to start fencing these areas.
You know.
Oh my gosh, I can't click for some reason. I'm embarrassed. Yeah, we just anchor here and we're good. That's just I don't know how to tell you how to like predict zones. You just kind of see them enough and just know that's usually what they normally do. Alright, so the reason I say this is free KP is that the teams that are over here in trials and stuff are realistically not going to push out. They shouldn't, at least. It'd be very weird for them to do that.
Yeah, I'm going to go. Actually, tell you.
Okay, careful because the team might look at you, but careful. Watching. Watching for my team. They might Valkyrie and leave. Just looking around. I might put another fence up here. They push out this way. I'm just watching for my buddy though. They're Valkyrie. Just anchor here. We're good. Just make sure they don't take our spot. Let's see if I can hit one. No, I wanted to hit one. At least for the YouTube content. You guys will be impressed regardless for me trying, right? Comment down below if you'll at least be impressed for me trying and making a conscious effort.
Yeah, team in the back.
Okay, watching. They have to move towards us.
Opening enemy shield
Keep
broken.
up.
What the heck?
They spotted me. I'm taking shots.
No, I can't believe I missed that.
Hostile spotted.
Dude on my ping.
I spotted an enemy.
Are they in right there? No, they have to leave. They have to leave on my ping.
I spotted an enemy.
Shoot.
Enemy spotted. Far.
This might be two over here. Let's try to bully these guys off. Let's see if it pulls out in the open. Wow, it's pulling trials. I can't believe I was wrong. All right, well, I owe you money. Jeez.
True? Oh,
126. Push this on the right. There's only two. We'll push these guys out. 80, another one.
Go
Yeah, hit another for 80, one for 120.
Go cover.
Good ult back. Yeah.
Need to recharge my shield.
It's only two and they're running.
Another squad has entered the scene.
Cracked them.
I'm recharging my shields.
70 on another. We can't push this anymore.
I think you go where my ping.
Yeah, let's go.
A few.
Shields are
Come
recharging.
on.
We'll wrap around and hold the rock on the south side.
Yeah, if there's a team there, we have to kill them.
Yeah, I'm down.
Recharging my shield.
There's a wraith port here. Let's go shove this. At 15 seconds, we're going to go the other way to the right if we can't clean this up fast enough. Hopefully we're quick on this. We literally have 15 seconds. I don't see any knocks yet. I'm moving up though.
I also have a portal. I also have a portal.
Oh my god, I threw. That's embarrassing.
No more storms.
Shoot, man. I'm embarrassed. I messed up my spray.
Engaging the enemy. Reloading.
Keep moving. Keep shoving. One on the far left. Keep moving forward. 63 on Wraith. Keep moving forward. Crap, I need that. Alright, hopefully I don't get too greedy on loot. Zone is gonna hurt. This is zone number 4. Ah, don't get too greedy, Daz. Don't get too greedy.
Those rocks are good. Those rocks are nice. Oh, actually, that.
Okay, we're good. Oh shoot! Ah, forgot the 6x.
Someone's been here.
All right, we're good. Moving. I should you realistically don't ever to get too greedy. All right, we'll hold rock. I already got an ult excel, so we'll hold this. Okay.
Yeah, there's a dude over there, so
Yeah.
we have to kill him. I think he's solo though.
All right, if you're Watson, if you want to create space,
Planting fences.
and I can take shots back.
Anyone passes through
The
here?
reason why this is good pressure, like even if they hit me, remember how I was quoting on the Valkyrie wide swinging out? If you put opposite pressure right now, because I'm going to get healed up by the gen, I want them to peek me. I want them. We're good. This is chilling. We're chilling. I'll start securing some space. Start fencing out in the open.
Fence placed.
Antagonist in sight and close.
Anyone
other guy
passes
go?
through here? We'll know.
They need to move towards us. This is such a ballsy area to play.
Over there.
Pushing them.
They're firing on.
I'm in trouble.
Holding the rock. Holding this angle right here.
Shields.
I'm gonna fence this. I'm gonna use a ult excel. I'm gonna put a gen back here. Hold on. Is he pushing back? Kind of hard to tell.
I think we should go back to our.
Yeah, I'm down.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots.
I'm gonna fence it up in a second. Oop.
Recharge my shields.
I can keep you guys.
We're getting a little greedy with space, but it's fine. It's flat, so I'm not necessarily too worried.
Recharging my shields.
Yeah, we'll go back to our spot. I'll take your port in a second.
They spotted me. Recharging my shields.
Gen here.
Oh my god, this is so.
Good shot.
I'm taking fire.
Realistically, you have to out-peek me, which is going to be probably pretty difficult for them to do. I do want to... Hold this rock with me. Hold this rock instead. They're going to have to leave height. I think so. Hold on. Just put pressure on them on height.
There's still 4 on the team.
Shush now.
Still 4.
The circuit is complete.
This is me getting a little greedy with space.
I think. Wait, don't peek them. Don't peek.
I'm destroying them, man.
Come to me. Come to me.
broken enemy shield.
I'm fine holding this. Keep shooting.
They're all broken. They're all broken.
Need to
Another squad.
What the? Knocked one.
enemy shield broken.
I knocked one. We're going to push in a second. I'll be with you.
Recharging my getting shot at.
Don't go down. Don't go down.
I've been down.
I'm throwing. That was me throwing, just so you guys watching.
Nice.
My shield.
I'm not gonna lie, I was throwing for a minute. I missed so many shots.
I need a med kit. I need a.
Need to recharge.
I don't have any meds. We can walk. I'm gonna look in the box for you.
Watch yourself. There's another squad.
Phoenix. We gotta occupy space. I'm moving up. Oh, I didn't dodge that.
Recharge my shield.
You're alone. You're alone.
Yep, trying to hold
help.
space.
Laying fences. The fence is complete.
30 seconds until that ring closes.
Not bad, not bad.
Drawing back is there.
In a second, when the zone closes, throw your serial down. Sorry, guys, for the tips. I know we got a little quiet, but hopefully this is helpful to see. I mean, we're starting to mesh really well with randoms. This is really, really good.
Close.
I'm wide swinging out a little too much. Let's see if I can peek over on the right. If I can climb these rocks. Take it slow and use your ult whenever we need it. Move it over on the fences over on the left.
Find all the team.
Careful, careful. I shouldn't wide peek out. Please don't wide peek. Oh gosh. Okay, now I can peek. Crack one. Oh my god, we're shredding them.
Oh, on me.
I'm recharging my shields.
Oh, he's got a shield up.
It's really risky if you get me.
Using this rock for cover.
My friend.
See if she'll push. She didn't. Kind of betted that she wouldn't. I'm almost out of light. That's not good. I should be playing with the team. Almost out of light. No! That would have been insane if I got that. That was so close. GG's, GG's. Dude, I ran out of light. That's so unfortunate. That was a good round though. That's not bad. You see, like, you know, you just take a shot with people and just like try to mesh well. You know I'm getting greedy. I call whenever you get greedy for positioning, it's just claiming space. But even then, the team on the... Oh my gosh, I could have just destroyed that seer. It was so close, that last person. If I had an R99, that was so close. 2k damage in rank just for playing with randoms. That's not bad. That's just... I consider that I could do much better. That wasn't bad though. But you know, you just gotta trust your teammates. It doesn't matter how much damage they're doing. Listen, if I didn't have my teammates there, I would have gone down. Hey, we ranked up. Look at that. And that's just how it goes, guys. That's just how these ranked games go. That was a whole lot of fun. I know the second one we didn't really spectate as much, but listen, wow, that was fun. I appreciate all of you guys for watching. Hopefully this is educational. Lots of good tips. Again, it's very raw. The only part I'm gonna cut was when that octane was spinning. That was started even making me feel a little nauseous. I was like, oh my god, like what are they doing? Anyways, thank you again so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoy this series, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.